Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of this data analysis training. Today we're talking about R programming, or what R programming is, why data analyst, data scientist, statistician uses R programming, creating variables and listing R programming, data types in R programming, as well as packages in R programming. But firstly, before we do that, we're talking about the R programming environment and interface. Yeah, so what is R programming in the first place? So R programming is basically majorly used for data science and data analysis. So it is limited, unlike Python that can also be used for backend development, gaming and other stuff. R programming is actually limited, and it differs compared to Python in the sense that R programming is majorly used by lecturers or people conducting an academic research, while Python is more than that. A lot of people use Python actually, but they can actually be used hand in hand, or more like a similar replacement to each other. So it depends on which one you actually prefer. When it comes to difficulty, R programming, to me, R programming is kind of difficult. The code is difficult to Python, but I prefer R programming to Python because I like the interface this way as compared to Python, whereby you have to like scroll and Jupyter, especially when you're using Jupyter notebook, for example. It's more like a website and you have to be like scrolling. You know, I don't really like I don't really like that way. I like something that is actually static and you can view the visualization easily, not that you have to be scrolling down and forth to keep track of what you want to like view. Yeah, so moving on, when you open an R Studio, we presented with 4 segments. This segment contains the script. The one I'm hovering my mouse on contains the script, or a place where you write your code basically. And it can also be it will be also it will also be presented with where your data set that you imported. Like for example, these are the data set I imported, these are the codes I've been like, these are some of the projects I've been working on recently. So this is what the segment is about. It's basically going to present your codes as well as your data sets that you've imported. This segment as well is more like the backend, so it's basically in charge of running your code. So all the code you've written so far, this segment is basically going to help you to run it and then bring out an output. So as you can see, unique is talking about the whole category. So this one is talking about bringing out the unique sex category. I all know that sex, it contains okay, let's see gender, for example. Unique gender category, I know that gender contains either male or female, or it can also be said as masculinity and femininity and feminine, sorry. So which has been brought out by list 2, and you can see that this not available is indicating missing values. So in data analysis, basically, be it SQL, Python, or SPSS, anyone, NA, whenever you see an NA, it means missing value. Basically, NA means not available, indicating a missing value. Sorry, indicating a missing value. So, and because we're asking for unique gender and unique gender, so, and since NA is actually there, it's also going to bring out NA, specifying that there's a missing value there. Okay, this segment contains 6 parts, contains the file segments. So this file segment is basically contains it's going to show all the files you have in your computer, as well as if you want to create a new file or delete a new file, rename anyone. But I don't see why anyone will actually want to use R Studio to like rename files or open the files or anything. You can actually use your normal file explorer. This plot section is basically what it basically does is allows us to show us all the plots you've created so far using R Studio, and you can actually zoom it or you can try to export it. Then moving on to the packages. These packages. What is package in R? Like R package is basically their functions or data sets can actually be data sets and documentation that allows us to work with R better. So they are actually in charge of every single analysis we work with R programming. Like for example, before you can clean data sets efficiently in R, we will need to install a package called tidyr. Sorry. And for example, if you want to create a data visualization, we need to import ggplots, or if you want to manipulate our data, you have to import dplyr. So you have a lot of packages assigned. A lot of packages are assigned various functions. So there are packages responsible for each and every function. So that should be an assignment for you guys. So the assignment for you guys now is to go and like list out at least 10 to 12 most important R packages and their function, and their usefulness of packages in R programming as well. That should also help you understand R programming better. So this help segment is basically what it basically does. It allows us to like understand each and every packages or the data sets that that actually actually want to work with in R programming. Like for example, let's say we want to check information on um let's see ms sleep. For example, you can just write a question mark ms sleep. I don't know if I'm correct with the spelling though, but let's see. Yeah, actually correct with the spelling. So this is the help segment. So this is talking about data set. So this is an updated and extended version of the mammoth sleep data set. So it's talking about mammoths and how we would actually sleep. So it contains 3 rows and 11 variables, and these are the various data types. In these are the these are the various variables we have in the data set, and you can also see it here as grades. So this is going to show us the structure of the data set. So this is the name. The name is a character. The total, these are all integers. Whenever you see num is an integer, this character sometimes always a categorical data set, sometimes it's basically just a normal string data set. But this categorical data set should be converted to a factor, so we can actually work with our data efficiently. But that's a job for another day. So I'm going to be doing it whenever I want to clean our data set in R programming. So this viewer is talking about well, for example, let's say you created the 3D visualization. This one is basically for a static data visualization, like you can see. So you can see some of the dashboard you created. Yeah, so moving on, we're going to be talking about creating lists and variables in R. So in our next video, I'm going to be talking about data type. No, before I actually do that, let me just brush us through some arithmetic calculation. Let's say x is equals to 5, and y is equals to 9. So you can you have to just run this first. And to be sure, so you can actually say x plus y and to give us 14, or we can actually use the sum function. So using the sum function, I don't want to explain list and vectors like straightforward, because we might actually get confused, and I want us to understand the concept better than jump to the practical aspect, because what is the point of going through practical without actually understanding the function, just actually understanding the theory concepts? So we can just do it this way. Sum x comma y. Let's see if it's going to run. So thanks for watching. See you next class. So I want to like make a trick something. Yeah, so have a nice day. Like I said, thank you very much for watching. As can be highlighted here, just a little joke to keep us, like lightening our mood. Sorry. Yeah, have a nice day.